Welcome you all back to the First Ladies Club. Today's topic is what to do when you're upset with your husband. Well, first of all, we want to make sure that we understand that words hurt and words have power. So we don't want to say anything that we can't take back. So you have to be careful in those times when you're heated of how you are addressing and communicating with he/him or they/them. In the book of Ephesians, in the chapter 4 and the verse 26, it says, do not let the sun go down on your wrath. And you need to pray over yourself so things don't carry over. So you don't give into a demonic spirit of pride. You see, marriage is tough and it ain't like the fairy tales. You're going to get angry and there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't simmer in it. You got to learn to communicate. And your husband has got to learn to respect what you got to say as well. I know I get heated when minds don't listen to what I'm saying, and I know I'm speaking facts and not just giving my opinion. If I tell you that the fish is biting, you best grab yourself a pole. I actually understood that phrase. Well done. Bless your heart. You also need to make note that although verbal communication is vitally important, sometimes actions speak louder than words. And someone's love language can be completely different than your own. You can be upset with each other for weeks and months and not even notice. Sometimes it's best to seek help and advice from outside sources like counselors and therapists to get to the root of the problem. If my husband and I ever get into an argument, we first of all never do it in front of the children. Even on minor things, we don't want them to see any type of disagreement between the two of us. And honestly, if he doesn't listen to me and I can't get him to see things my way, I just give it over to God in prayer and just hand it over to him. If something I can't do, I can't control him, so I just pray and give it to God. Anything I say, I mean what I say when I said it. Now, how I say it depends on his reaction to me being upset. But he knew me before we got married, and he should know by now when I'm about to be upset. And if he wants to go further and push the petty button, it is ready and available. Being petty only makes it worse. It'll drag things out and causes things to go on even longer. See, no, he knew what street he was driving on when it said do not enter. But he decided to drive past the sign and take his chances. So now in the midst of his confusion, he needs to stop and get direction. Because if he don't, he may crash and die. Why does it have to be death? That's his choice.